Hey everyone, welcome to the final Jira duty. And you would think after 14 of these, we figured out how to properly start a live stream, but nope, we are still making mistakes even 14 live streams later. But here we are, we have arrived at the final Jira duty for 2024. So excited. Special thanks to Resolution, as I can point at my amazing jacket that they gifted me at Team 24 for making this happen. Resolution. I should have done this over the summer, as I told you I was going to do this. But this is what happens when you procrastinate and you just bulk it all to the end, and you got to pay the fine sometimes. So I did 14 of these, almost back to back to back, almost 3 a week. This is the last one. Make sure you check out that link down in the description so you can check out all the apps from Resolution, because they don't just have one. They don't just have the Not Another Stand-Up app, but they have many, many, many apps in the Atlassian marketplace. And by using that link in the description, you're going to be able to check them out. All right, without further ado, let's just jump into it. We are so close to the end, 59 minutes away from never doing a jury duty again. And so we're going to just go into the Atlassian community. You know the drill. If you're new here, all we do is go to community.atlassian.com and look at some questions. Every once in a while, some of my friends join. And so we'll see who joins us tonight. We might have special guests. I don't know. But we're going to have fun either way because it's the last one. And being the last one is the best feeling in the world because, boy, oh boy, has it been a journey of 14 live streams. I don't know what I was thinking when I signed up for 14 of these. But here we are nonetheless. The very end, we're going to start off with the top. Start with the, oopsie, I did not want to open that in a new window. I'm telling you, man, I've done 14 of these, and you think that's really the first time that I've done one of these. All right. Can you have external knowledge base by multiple products? We're merging several products and a knowledge base based by different projects. Is this possible? That all depends on what we're trying to do here. So Confluence Cloud and JSM. So let's drop some knowledge here for Lauren, and we're gonna basically say, hey, so you can have multiple pages or multiple spaces in Confluence where you can basically set up a space per product, and then you can have different requests and different. I think you can have actually multiple. You should be able to reference multiple Confluence spaces in your knowledge base. So let's give Lauren that information. Oh boy, I always mess this up too. Lauren, welcome to the Atlassian community. We are merging several products and need knowledge base by different products. Are you going to have different spaces for each product in Confluence? If so, you should be able to pull in, I'm going to put link, multiple, I can't spell, folks, I can't spell, multiple spaces into your JSM's knowledge base. Additionally, you can have multiple JSM projects, one for each product, and then link to each Confluence space as well. If you, oops, I went too far down. If you choose to only have one Confluence space, but multiple, I guess, page trees for each product, you just select, or you just create categories. Mr. Rodney, in your JSM knowledge base, and you should be able to separate things appropriately. Oh, he's wiring up. Rodney is making an entrance.
That is a myth.
It's the myth.
No, I'm not the myth. The fact I'm making an entrance is a myth.
I always like this.
called out last night when I was in medically induced comas.
You could have joined though once you woke up.
No, I couldn't.
No, you weren't in a state of
No.
mind to be joining.
Not really.
Hey, look, we got an answer accepted. Major incident.
Nice.
And people liked your. I guess yesterday we linked your blog post. It was funny because I don't know if you caught it, but you were online for like a little bit, and then a question came up about connecting Azure AD with Jira, and everybody's like, Ronnie has a blog post on this, but nobody could find it. And we're like, if only the Jira guy was here to tell us.
Yeah, that So everyone knows I've been having some medical issues. They changed my medicine, and about an hour after I take it, it hits me hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Sarah, right. I got no link. Uh-oh. She got no link. Well, you gotta tell me, homie. You want the link. I can't assume, Sarah, that you want to be in here with us. I can't assume that Sarah wants to be part of the madhouse every time, right? Oh, you muted yourself there, buddy.
I was saying, are you kidding? I'm about to offer a job at TJL.
With the fact that we're making like 25 cents a day in AdSense, yeah, we definitely can afford Sarah. Sarah, so if we split it 4 ways,
we could all get a nickel and then have enough left to pay a bill. 1.
We'll pay you an IOU, Sarah, if you're still watching. Sarah's like, I'm not quitting my day job anytime soon.
Yeah.
But folks, if you watch the Jira Life, you can help us. Oh, there's Sarah.
Yep.
What's up, Sarah?
I missed the last 20 seconds.
Oh, we were just saying that if you want to join us
nothing
on the Jira
important.
Life, we can pay you about a nickel a day.
I'm sure there's a movie quote here that I can't come up with.
From the 1980s.
Exactly. Keeping the 80s spirit alive.
IOU, the best form of payment.
Speaking of somebody that's supposed to join us, if we split it 5 ways, then we're really screwed here. Everybody get like 3 cents. All right. I got my next question,
Oh, yes.
but I am going to pull up something here real quick. So,
oh, wait, group buy.
Mr. Gary, if you want to join us, let me know. I can send you a link over LinkedIn. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you just want to come in and say hi, you can let me know. All right. We have can you use group buy in a send email in the automation? Now, I know this isn't correct, as I am just basically bashing this together, trying to see how it might hang together. I think this person's like a rhymer or something. I have a scheduled task that is filtered by a JQL statement. What I'm trying to do is send an email that has a heading for each status, then the issue at the status under each heading, and then loop through. It's something like something below possible. The heck is this? Issues group. Oh, okay. So he's trying to group all the issues by. Okay, so I did not. I understood this as group. Like I want to send an email to a group of people, not a group by.
Nope. Group by status. I would think it would be your best bet would just be order by to get you close.
That's a good point. I don't know that there's is this even possible?
Otherwise, it's like filter, 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 right?
Yeah.
So I would say if this person is using the JQL statement, I would just put it in the JQL statement of order by issue type. And not even worry about doing this whole group by.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with that.
Because basically, yeah, group by is not a thing. But then you could start asking, well, why are you sending email? Why not use Confluence? Why not use this? Why not use that? But we'll answer the
why not
question
do
that
a
was
filter
asked,
subscription?
right?
I
Is
learned
that
about
your new favorite feature?
that is my new favorite feature because this makes so much. I'm actually going to recommend it right now. Why
Oh my
not
God,
just
that's
use the
hilarious.
filter subscription?
Except for creating the filter subscriptions on behalf of other people. Is there a challenge with that?
Can't you just email it to a group?
Yeah, you can just email it to a group.
You can use a group. I can't. Okay.
You have to have specific permissions. I think you may have to be an admin to be able to do that.
Mhm.
I thought you also have to have that global permission too, right, Mr. ACT
Yeah.
120?
Hey, I passed it. I don't need that information anymore until I go to renew.
You don't
Just- I
have
know.
to anymore. You just attend these.
It's like, remember how we talk about, like, we can't talk about the questions? I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy. I'm like, if I do, it's by total accident because you walk out and you're like, okay,
You're
that
like,
was a thing.
I couldn't tell you a single question from the 520. They're so
Mhm.
detailed. Like I'm not gonna remember that. And then here at the moment, I'm just trying to answer it. I'm not recording this in any kind of memory.
Right?
Yes, yes. And I know, Alex, you probably had the same experience that I have as a creator where you'll get random people just message you like, hey, can you give me the answers to these or the questions? And I'm like, Joanna, here's another one for you.
Right? Ooh, Halloween sound effects already?
Yeah. Halloween is that, or does your door need some WD-40?
That was nice.
I'm going to pretend it's the Halloween sound effect and not the WD-40 and not the cat trying to figure out what I'm doing on my computer at 9 o'clock at night.
But it was the
Yeah,
latter, not the former.
Totally Halloween. Yeah.
Like, hey, I need in on that action. It's getting colder out. Can I come sit on your laptop?
Dude, I have when it gets really cold in my office, I have the power brick for like my monitors and those get warm. So I put my feet on those to warm up my feet.
Nice. Yeah, I almost pulled a heater in my room today because, like, it's just me at home. I don't want to be heating up the whole house during the day and when I'm just in a room.
So we bought our home brand new, first occupants, and it comes with obvious brand new house issues, right? So the builder gave us a home warranty, but it meant we had to use their people for the first 2 years we've owned it. Well, we're finally outside that. We finally get to use our own people because me and my wife has always sworn that the people doing the AC had no idea what the frick they're talking about, right?
They didn't pass the ACP HVAC.
They did not. Well, the guy gets out there. He starts doing an inspection. He's like, your outside units are hooked up backwards to the inside units. Like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, you have two different size units, and they're cross-connected. And for one, that's okay. We could do that. On the other one, it could blow up at any minute at this point.
Not as funny as Andy's statement.
Well, we get that fixed because we're not trusting the builders at this point because that is an obvious mess up. And they've been lying to us even though we've been complaining about this since like day one.
Dude.
So we go get it fixed. And for the first time ever, we had the heater kick on this morning and it made no noise. I didn't even know it had kicked on. Like, I knew it shouldn't have been doing that.
Right?
Oh man, when we first moved to St. Louis, it was the first time in my life that I used a heater. And that was a trip. I was like, what is like this? I've never heard a blower go
What
off
does it smell?
before. No, I just never even had heard a blower. Like I thought it was something was gonna blow up. Like I had never heard such a high whirl in a blower.
We don't even hear that anymore.
And then the heat coming out of the ground. I was like, what is this?
What is this voodoo?
And then then you could hear the flame come on. Like I was like, oh my god, we're so gonna die. I've never used a heater or house heater before.
So I don't want to take us back to the last
Uh-oh. But
Only for discussion, not for answer.
I thought my answer was good.
No, it is. It is. This is alt, right? This is. I wonder if this is also possible. Because I
It
was
says I have to look and
wondering.
find. There's just an ask to have an output in specific groups.
Yeah. No.
But the order by would
Oh.
do it. No.
Yeah.
This is
Because grouping
description.
isn't an option in filters. You can't group by. It's only order by. No, I was just seeing if there was any way, like, to potentially, pull stuff into Confluence and then have it send from Confluence via automation.
I mean, in theory.
Right? Like, because there's definitely send email from an automation action to send email. I haven't played with it all enough yet.
That last thing really still needs to improve. We'll get back to yours, Sarah, but this still cracks me up every time we look at it. Was this helpful? No, not this link.
No.
It needs more context. What was helpful? The pop-ups that just popped up on my screen? No.
Exactly.
Sorry, what were you saying? The automation and the subscription you don't like?
No, she's just wondering if you could have like a Confluence page that has like the JQL filters in the different spots the way they want them set up, and then send that page out as a automation.
Anything is possible, right?
I mean, as I want to say, Jira is infinitely configurable, which means there are infinite ways to do things badly.
Yes. Now I have to go look at something else in
All
here.
Right. Next one. Customer portal is not showing up when using the portal URL. We noticed today when then a user clicks on a CRT, like a monitor?
I know, right? Hang on, I moved my screen, so now I'm all looking away.
I don't think I've ever used Jira on a CRT.
Ooh, there's a challenge.
The Jira CRT challenge.
I'm gonna guess a change request template.
That's the only thing that makes sense in context, but
On
all I can think is the monitor.
I know, that's all I can think about the monitor. Now I know how you guys feel like when I say jar.
Oh, that reminds me. I brought a jar up I was gonna write on here, this is a jar.
Not a jar.
And then I was also gonna go, this is a jar. If this is a door, this is a jar.
What I would do is I would take a jar up and I write advanced roadmap on it, and then I take that up.
Here we go.
No. What she's got to do, she's got to put a picture of a jar, her jar she has, and then she's got to put a picture of the plan and go, this is a jar. This is not a jar.
Right. Here.
This is jar. This is your brain on jar.
Oh, it's not really showing. Darn it. I just wrote advanced roadmaps on there.
Sarah,
anyway, that made me laugh.
That's your swear
this is a jar. That's not.
Is that your swear jar? If I would believe it was your swear jar, but it was full of money.
Oh, dude, freaking tonight, it would be. I'm like honestly scared to be on the mic right now because I am dealing with some things.
So how monetized is your channel right now?
Is it $1 a word?
All the money I'm gonna make, I'm gonna lose. My nickel's gonna go like that.
I think if you swear on a YouTube channel, everything in the swear jar has to go to the channel's owner.
Gotcha.
I think you are allowed to swear on my channel. There's like certain bad words that Jira complains about, but I think you can still monetize. You just need to tell them that they're in there. But I don't know how they handle.
We can't talk about unaliving and such.
I know what?
Unaliving. That's the algorithm safe way of saying the M word that people do.
You're losing me. What you talking about?
You're supposed to be the YouTuber.
I know.
It's like, is this a meds thing? What's going on?
I know. Let's just say Sarah's gonna drop $50.
We'll talk about it after. We'll talk it when we're not on stream, and I'll explain it.
There you go. Otherwise, Sarah's swear jar is gonna fill up like in 20 minutes. Okay, so CRT aside from the help center.
Categories. Sorry, the answer is categories. Go on. categories.
Okay. The help center, if they click on the breadcrumb to take them to the portal, it routes them to a page that suggests random knowledge base articles. Then you have to click on another button that says need to raise. Okay. Yeah, so this is common behavior. If you're using a knowledge base, this is how it's supposed to work. What do you mean no?
Well, I mean, supposed to, in this case, I think is a little subjective. Somebody turned on categories.
But you need to turn on categories to put your knowledge base articles out there.
No, you don't. You turn on categories to put your knowledge base articles out there before they're able to get to the request types.
So, but if you don't put the categories, then you're at the mercy of the user searching for keywords and hoping that the articles pop up.
Yep.
They don't automatically pop up the other way.
Yep.
So you have to create the categories to get the articles in front of them.
It depends on how you want to do it. Most people find it really obnoxious. Well, I'm
of the belief that if you have to make a ticket, then your knowledge base sucked. So I try to hit him with the knowledge base first so that you don't have to make the ticket.
But that's probably the challenge, is that they've got categories turned on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll respond with that. Let me refresh. Make sure nobody's answered it since we sat here for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Rodney. The people who have ceased to be due to the actions of somebody else.
Oh.
But I like that it'll bury the video. That's funny. Haha.
It will.
Rolls it up in a carpet, takes it out.
It almost reminds me of have you guys seen Hamilton?
No.
You guys haven't seen Hamilton?
No, refuse to.
Why?
Just haven't yet.
But Sarah refuses, though. She refuses. She's explicitly refusing.
It's the hype, man.
What did Hamilton do to you?
It's the hype.
She's watching Cats instead.
Nope. If it's been overly hyped, I'm out. I'm not participating.
I really enjoyed it on Disney Plus. I didn't care for going to Broadway or anything, but apparently, so Hamilton aside, apparently, if you're in theater, in general, you're not supposed to say like Macbeth or something like that.
Macbeth. Okay.
You don't mention the Scottish play on a stage.
There we go. That you don't mention the Scottish play because if you do, then it's bad luck or something like that.
I could see that.
But Alex has already cursed himself, so now.
But I'm not in a theater, so I'm not in a Scottish.
We're on a stage. As we say, all the world's a stage.
And Andy says the hype is 5 years old now. You can watch it now. It's really good.
Dude, I still haven't seen Game of Thrones, so there you go.
I couldn't get past episode 1 of Game of Thrones. So
Same.
I haven't seen it either.
All right. We'll start our new show. We haven't seen Game of Thrones.
This is why we suck at quiz with pop culture questions.
All right.
That's why
let's go tell them categories is their problem. Turn them off.
Whitney.
But Alex, what you do is you turn on suggested articles and then you curate those articles through labels so that you're not bombarding them with a bunch of nonsensical articles per request type, but you let them get to the request type first.
I just always hit them with the categories and let them answer their questions first, and then if they have to submit
it irritates me. I don't like it.
So,
because you know what else you could do is have them go to the help center, and then you could start using topics, and you can use the new features on the help center to list out some frequently asked questions or whatnot.
Now we're just on a slippery slope at that point.
What?
Now we're just on a slippery slope at that point.
There's so much you could do.
Or you could do a whole YouTube channel, get your friends to help out, make content for like 14 days straight, to convert that into the responses to your help desk through elaborately placed questions on the community.
And then get one of these. A whole quarter.
A quarter. I'm going to ship you. It's going to cost me more to ship you a quarter. Than the quarter
like your tax bill.
Oh my gosh, that tax bill was funny. Okay. So basically, they just have to not put a category here because there's no way you don't turn on and off the category. You just don't need to, because I can create a category, right?
Anybody can create a category,
But
which is
nothing
part of the
happens if I
problem.
just create a category. It's when I add an article to that category, then my portal gets messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Hope. Alex, I got Lauren to accept your answer on can I have an external knowledge base by multiple parties question. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will never forget Andy's reaction when he saw me when Andy and I met for the first time. He's like, Alex, what's your community Atlassian ID or whatever, right? So I give it to him, and he's like, oh, you have like 5 points. Because like everybody in the quiz has like 6-digit points.
Right.
And I'm like, he's like, oh, you got 5 points. He's like, you got another account there?
Good effort. Right. But are you so upset your face isn't on the side panel tonight? We haven't seen your face yet.
But it's there. My name's there.
Oh, your name's there. Okay.
Yeah, my name's
there.
there.
You and Kate. Oh, I need to go to that.
Yeah.
Can I come heckle?
Well, and it was when you were the guest quizmaster, but I also think that was the first time I met you.
So and speaking of guest quizmaster, Alex, you are not participating this season, if I remember right, correct?
I am not.
Which is a shame. Shame on you.
Not a shame, because I can sleep in peace. I had nightmares over this thing last time.
I would.
It's not that bad. But that gets to my question. Considering you're not a competitor, does that mean you're going to be a guest quizmaster?
I would be open to it if somebody were to ask me.
All right.
Is that right? Andy, I got to go check order of operations.
I would believe so.
I could have sworn this was backwards.
Oh, I remember you at the Team 23. That was fun.
I could have sworn I did quiz with before Team 23.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Because that was still season 1 of Quiz Whiz. Or I actually think we were between seasons. Season 2 had not started yet.
When was Andy a guest quiz?
Okay.
Season 2.
Categories appear before request types. Back to your answer.
Yes, Mom.
I want him to answer at least 3 for his final show.
I got 2 down already.
This is the second.
No, this is the third one. We did
the
order by. We did the order
I want
by.
him to get 5.
Oh, wow. All right.
Let's go out on a high note.
So
and I
10?
like how you listen. Not really listen, but you know. And then we do have a question from somebody who's looking for Jira interview questions and answers, which we don't have that here on this particular show, but is something we've been talking about.
Yeah. And in fact, great point to bring up, Hari. On Friday, Josh Costella, around 11 a.m. Pacific time, we are going to be doing a prepare for a Jira interview / job session. We're going
to be one of my interviews, or is it going to be a normal Jira interview?
We're going to look, so we're dividing it up into some sections, and so we're going to look at like how and where to find Jira admin jobs. So like tips on like Glassdoor, Indeed.com, stuff like that. We're going to go over some resume tips, like keywords that you should have in your resume as a Jira admin. Then we're going to go over some interview tips on how to prepare for the interviews as a Jira admin. And I think we're going to either use my resume or Josh's resume as kind of like guinea pigs.
Neat.
And then we're going to do like certification tips as well. So like, because as a Jira admin, you might want to have 1 or 2 of those certs on your thing. And then, yeah, so we're just going to try this out because, you know, Josh had some unfortunate news today. And I figured, hey, this is hot off the heel. So let's help out the community and try to.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So after all that, I could subject you to one of my interviews.
Yeah, and then we're
Right?
gonna have Rodney as a guest to try to like stomp the stompers.
I mean, I'm nice enough to give you a Jira instance to actually work on.
My Q3
The
one is
ACP people aren't even that nice, okay? I think I'm being nice.
create a new board. Sprint is appearing. Ooh, I love this one. All right, so create a new board and a sprint is appearing. I create a new board from scratch, and when I press back to board, it is appearing a sprint in the board. Even the sprint is for a different team than the filter used for the new board. What do I need in order to unlink the sprint to this new board? So the easy answer for this is that the filter is clearly referencing an issue that is currently in an existing sprint.
Bingo.
So they need to modify the filter, or they need to remove the sprint value from that particular issue that's contaminating the boards.
Considering his name, though, do we want to respond in English?
Yes, his question was in English. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
Bob. Now I'm an
Wait, there's
option.
more.
I could just like actually.
I couldn't miss show number 14.
I think this
No,
Right?
sure, Bob.
Except for admittedly, oh, nice. Finally, the hat. I know. I was gonna do like a GIF. I always
is
have
my
to
son-
search for Jira Duty,
My
and
son
I
does have
said,
a regular helmet. I should probably put that one on. Referencing an issue that is currently in a sprint. You'll have to either modify your filter so that those issues don't get pulled by your filter, or you have to go to the issues themselves and remove the sprint value from them. I'm thinking the first option is a better one. All right. Any objections?
Nope.
Nope.
Ship it.
Ship it.
release it.
Yeah, ship it. We need to go back to summits.
End the sprint.
Dude, that's like the worst thing you can do though. Like if you have an issue. So I always tell people, like, if you're gonna be referencing issues from another board, make sure it's like a Kanban board, because if you have two Scrum boards that are now like linked together via that filter, those sprints have become one. And so when you close it on one board, you close it on the other board, and you close it for all the issues. And it's a really nasty way of using Jira.
I've seen this issue pop up where someone moved an issue to another project without removing it from the sprint, and then wondering why all of a sudden they can't close the sprint.
Yep. And then got to go chase people.
All right, breaking news, November 21st. I check what day is November 21st?
Shouldn't it be a Thursday?
Is it a Thursday?
I don't know.
Yes, it is a Thursday. November 21st, I will be in Austin with Ed Gale. So you will have an opportunity to get 2 signatures.
Outstanding.
So breaking
But
news.
they already have to.
Well, now they might get a 3rd. So then Bob's going to be the hard one to get.
No, you're still going to be the hard one.
I'm going to Austin. If you want a signature, if you want a signature on your book, get yourself to Austin, November 21st. Organized queues. I've always thought queues is such a funny word.
You're on a roll now.
Q. Ooh, we got an answer too. Was this helpful? No. It's never helpful. All right. Organize queues by content. We're beta testing our platform. We're seeing a lot of feedback from beta testers in the queue section. I'm keeping an eye on this portal and assigning testers feedback to our product manager. I'm worried that as we scale and start getting more feedback, the influx of issues will become overwhelming. Thus, I'd like to be able to thematically group feedback into something like a folder. That's just before and done some research, and it looks like using components and custom JQL is the way to do it. However, we're not figuring out the exact steps in doing things. I like Jack's answer, but I'm just gonna put a screenshot of how where to edit the queue and just set the JQL on the queue with like an arrow.
And there's the new queues like priorities.
Man, whatever Atlassian did with queues, they made it so much harder than it used to be. Like you have more customization, but it's like now a little bit more involved.
And you don't even have your work categories turned on, and then it gets really involved.
Yeah, like the fact that all your queues are down here, but then it's not even all your queues, but now you got to go over here and set the queue. Like it used to be so much easier, just drag and drop where you wanted it. That was it.
Yeah, well, it's like the queues are working more like board selections to me in terms of the UI.
And you can create priority. Yeah, this is just way too much overkill. You just needed to create a queue and put it where you want. One day, the quiz was you mentioned before. I don't think you had it. We're working on it, Andy. We're working on it. Holy moly! What happened to? Oh, did you change? Okay, somebody changed the background, right, Ronnie? Not me.
Yeah, I changed it.
Okay, I was like, what happened to my alien head? Or astronaut
Alien
head? My astronaut head. Okay.
I figure people want to see you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna basically say if you go into a queue, right, you have the ability to click this little edit up here, and then you just set your condition here, and that'll make your queue. So whatever
condition you want, whether it's components or whatever.
Right, whatever they want there, it's not a problem. So let's see.
Yeah.
At Jason, queues are super flexible. They each have a JQL section that basically allows you to control which requests show up in which queue. All you need to do is edit your queue or make a new one and base it off whatever field you want. This can be your component field, or it can be a custom field, or any other field in Jira. It's with a star. Then only the requests that match the criteria for your queue will be displayed. Should be simple. Okay, next up. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Wait, there's always
tomorrow.
Thursdays. I mean, geez.
1 day a week
Not like
wasn't
we're
enough.
going
I need
anywhere.
5.
I mean, beyond Thursday, we've got tomorrow and Fridays.
No, but I mean, like, there's no more Jira duties. I'm gonna miss. This is kind of fun.
You know, they don't have to
until you had to
stop.
do. It's only fun because it's your last one. If you had to do another one, you'd be like,
Maybe
You'd be
once
Alex.
a month. Maybe once a month. Performance issues on having many automation rules. I would like to inquire if there are any performance issues when our Jira has too many global automation rules. If yes, so what if Samuel says? I don't know if any automation will affect the performance of the instance, but definitely affect the time of execution. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this one, but I'm also gonna add a couple things. So number one, if you have any automation rules that are like in a logical infinite loop, that is going to be prevented now. Atlassian will that rule. 2, you're really you're really mostly impacted by your usage. So once you hit your usage limits, you're out of automation rules until the next billing cycle. So I don't think it's going to be a performance because Atlassian is smart enough to stop it. There is a question though. If you have like,
But you do have a limit, right? I would look up all the automation limits because you do have the amount of time your automations can run per day. And I think it's like an hour.
No, like, well, let me ask you guys a different question. What's the most amount of automation was you have in one of your Jiras?
Oh, seriously?
If you had to
I'm
guess a
sure
number.
About thousands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the thousands. So
Yeah.
theoretically, then they all run at different times based on different triggers.
Yeah, but when you have all of them, like when issue is created, right?
You know, there's a great way to get around these automation rule limits that
I
Alex
do.
refuses to even consider.
What's that?
Oh, I wonder if you're always the same way as my way. Go ahead, Rodney.
Yeah, well, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Run data center.
Oh,
That's not even an option.
Did I not say he would not even consider it?
Hey, look, there's my face again.
there it is.
I hate looking at myself, and I hate hearing myself.
It's the before and after on the left and
You-
right.
then you have an incredible career as a YouTuber. I mean,
Shut up.
hey, so, but you know you're running too many automation rules when Atlassian comes calling.
Right.
There's this YouTuber gamer I watch who's known for putting games to the absolute limit of what they can handle. And the game company, game devs will actually use his save files in their QA testing for optimization testing.
Nice.
And if I could get to that point with one of my Jira instances with Atlassian, I think I would have won being a Jira admin.
Yes. I think so. I like that idea. Oh, man. I'm so cold, you guys.
Is it getting chilly up there?
Yes.
I'm so jealous. We're still hitting like 80 here in Southern California.
I'm at
You say
48.
80 like it's you say 80 like it's hot. I look at 80 and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put on another layer.
Our nights are
Yeah.
getting down. I think at night we're hitting like 57.
We're
It's
at
getting way
52
chilly.
right
That's parka
now.
weather. 57 is parka
And
weather.
all the Europeans are looking at us like we're mad.
Right.
I will tell you. So in the new house that I moved to, because I moved in January, we did not have to turn on the heater because the coldest we got was like 50. In San Diego, we get like the coldest I got in San Diego was like 32. That was cold.
And
But 50 here and like 45 at my parents' house.
yeah. Well, that's the outside temp. It's always colder in my house.
I thought
Just
the
do what I
Missouri
told-
people were supposed to like it a little colder.
When we lived in St. Louis, my wife would complain about the heat. And so I would go outside where it's like 0 and come back inside, and then you're going to be nice and warm. So when
Right.
you run outside real quick, Sarah.
I need to trade my kids. My kids are in the attic, and I just we need to swap 6 months out of the year so that I can be in the attic where it's warmer and they won't be so hot. Oh,
I sent my kids upstairs too now. I was keeping them downstairs in the summer because it was cooler downstairs, but now they're back upstairs.
oh yeah. So it's just silly, but it will. Just set that up more and tuck it in.
So 3, if and in the unlikely event that an automation rule runs excessively, Jira will stop it.
Hold on. I'm going to go try to find that link for the daily automation limits.
It wasn't one of these two? I guess those were best practices.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see. Sorry.
Jira automation limit, usage limits. The best thing about a mechanical keyboard is like the worst thing about a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah. It's 60 minutes per 12 hours.
I had to replace my mechanical keyboard because someone kept complaining about it.
I'm going to give him this. This article looks good.
Yeah, I think that was the one I was looking at.
For reference, Cool. Another one down.
Look at those kudos.
Where we at in the standings? Quarterly, I'm still number 1.
Woo-woo.
Where's Sean?
I was like, where's Judy?
Where's everybody at?
I don't exist there.
I'm not on the all-time one, but soon, 600 live streams later, we'll get there, Judy. Or Trudy.
There she is, Trudy. I know I keep
Trudy.
saying Judy. I'm so
Hey,
sorry.
you're messing me up.
I know.
John Funk. Why haven't we had Nick or John on the Jira Life?
I don't know. Because you got to invite them and send them a link.
Well,
Or
okay,
how-
because Nick lives in England,
Yeah.
and so you know it
It's only
might be difficult.
midnight.
It'll be and it's even worse for John Funk because John Funk is in Dubai.
You can wake up a little early. He's just waking up like at 3 a.m.
Alex, do you like waking up at 3 a.m.?
Doesn't everybody?
What about your boy here?
To do Jira Live? Come on.
What about Bill or Jack?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Well, because I got a producer that does that.
I don't think he's the producer on this show, is he?
No, that's what I was
No.
saying. No, I was saying for the Jira Life. Why haven't we
All
had
right.
these? Yeah. No, this is definitely within.
I mean, yeah,
Bob
Bob is
Jura-
our producer, but we don't exactly have silos. So nothing's stopping you, Alex.
We've never had Sean, have we?
Yesterday.
Yes, we have.
Not as a guest.
Or not on the Jira Live.
No, he refused because I asked him.
Yeah,
We asked Laura to be on one. She said no.
no, she ghosted. It was even worse. She ghosted us.
Oh yeah, she did go. And then I called her out at team. I went up to her. I was like, "What's up?" I forgot what she told me, but
You know, I have somebody who I'm gonna tell him he needs to come on because I like his
Trudy has
background,
two
his
accounts.
origin story.
Trudy has 2 accounts. Does she know that she's missing out? She's missing like 100,000 points. She should be like in 700.
That's probably like me. I'm debating. There's one account is tied to a former employer, and one account is like my personal, and one account is tied to my present employer, and so I've got like scores all over the place.
I'm
Hey,
just
how's our
saying,
friend-
as we're looking for a list of guests, I'm looking at a long list of guests here.
I mean, Theodora could be on.
We haven't had Kate. Kate's like my accomplice in crime here with the community. Did you guys hear we got rebranded?
Kate's in where is she? She's like really, really,
I think she's in Germany, somewhere in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like Poland. But
Can
I
I
think
sign
it might
up
be
for
Poland.
one of her webinars?
Yeah. All you gotta do is go to ace.community.
I know, but I feel weird. Like, can one partner sign up for another partner's webinar?
We've been
Yeah.
rebranded to community led
Yes?
now, by the way.
That's okay.
We're now
That is-
community led, in case you guys didn't know.
Community.
They got rid of the instructor. Yeah, they're gonna be doing a lot of changes. Kind of cool. We're optimistic about what they're doing, but it's gonna be pretty cool what they're creating. And I'm doing one on the 22nd.
Dr. Valerie's doing one tomorrow.
She is indeed. We had a little chat the other day about these. Holy moly, we were way off topic. All right.
We are.
Where we at? Community questions. Back to that.
Since it's not always live. And Kate's in Poland is what I'm reading.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. Okay. What do you pick a good one for your last one?
Not API.
API.
I don't like Groovy.
Database. No.
Jira work.
I think we should make Alex answer a data center one for his last one.
I don't have data center.
And it's Jira, isn't it?
You know what we need to do though, Bob? We do need to go back and ask the audience or the Jira Amigos if they're okay with us maybe recording some segments with like someone like John or Nick, and maybe playing like a 20-minute clip with them.
I think they're okay with that. That's not the issue.
Because then we can record earlier or later or whatever.
They've been fine with that. They just don't like it when we skip around our start time.
I hear kids outside.
4 phases.
Okay, how to create a Kanban board to be able to track the status of the work performed by my team. We're looking to implement a board that allows us to track the progress of 4 phases that a project task in our day-to-day work. I would say each phase is an epic. Put all the tasks underneath that. There's so many ways to skin that cat, though.
I'm kind of wondering if they
versions.
mean 4 phases are 4 statuses of a workflow. And so
that was my
it's
first thought was
pretty-
the 4
pretty
phases
natural.
are 4 statuses, but I'm also wondering if maybe their versions or releases would be better functionality for that.
Well, I like the epic. I mean, again, there's a lot of ways to skin this cat here, right? But I like the epics because it allows you to naturally, nest
How
these
do want to
items
go
together.
skin cats?
I don't have a cat, so isn't that the phrase of skinning the cat?
My
What's the
cat's not
alternative?
in here.
But
Skin
think
the cat.
objectively about it. What are you trying to achieve by skinning a cat?
I don't know. It's skinning a cat something you don't do to cats?
And why do you want to catch flies with honey? Somebody explain these phrases.
There's a
Hey,
TikTok
Chris,
channel that explains
these
all
phrases.
phrases. There's like a channel that explains like why we like
Yep.
like that explains
Why
why
we
we
feel
have
out of
certain words.
sorts?
I think the channel subtitle is just Shakespeare.
Just don't eat the cat.
Everything is Shakespeare.
Andy, I don't know if you saw the interview we did with the Catworks guy, but for like an entire week, I'm like, why in the world are we putting cats everywhere? And I saw the whole thing as like CADWorks, like an AutoCAD type of thing. I never saw the T. And so when I jumped into the call and I saw CatWorks, I was like, oh my gosh, this all makes sense.
almost qualifies for an Alex Discovers.
Almost.
Oh my god.
We haven't had a good Alex Discovers in a while.
That's really funny.
Haven't discovered a whole lot of things. Okay, what are we gonna tell Hilda here so we can end this here?
Oh, now he wants to end it
Ask
fast.
them to define what a phase is. If a phase is a group of work, like a phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, then yes, your epics and things in the epics make sense. If it's just one thing needs to go through 4 phases, one task, then those are statuses and those are columns, right?
Yep.
So where does skin the cat come from then?
All right, I'll look it up.
What is?
I win.
You could create 4 epics, one for each phase, and then create children for each phase, which would correspond with the appropriate task. Alternatively, you could create 4 releases, fixed versions. What was the other one? So we got, and then finally you can use basically any custom field you want to like you can create. Also, you could create a phase custom field and then use that to label
Yeah.
your tasks.
And then
Yeah,
we weren't sure if phase meant status of a workflow.
Yeah. That's why we asked, and then that's just I'm gonna go. That's just the start. I can't spell concise. Concise. There's a C in there, no? Yes, there is.
Concise.
All right. Folks, I
It's
think this
insane.
is it. We have reached the end of Jira Duty.
Wait, how do you make balloons? I don't know if can make
I
balloons.
think it's these.
Which, you got to be careful if you're in England.
There's a lot of them. You can do the heart too.
Is it on StreamYard or is it because I'm not logged in? It only works for you.
Are you on a Mac?
It's
a Mac.
Yes.
You're on a Mac? Are you on the latest? Are you on the latest Mac OS?
Maybe I'm just not good at hearts. And
Are you on the latest Mac OS?
I don't know.
Because you
I'm
can
on
do
what they
this.
tell me to be on.
You can do this.
It's probably a setting. It's got to be a set. I might have turned it off because I don't want to accidentally celebrate bad news.
Yeah, because this will do it too.
And in tonight's forecast,
Womp womp womp.
Right.
Ronnie's the one with all the sound effects, so
that's
not
so
anymore. I got
my
rid of that
son is
program.
taking trombone, and that was like his job is to learn how to go wah wah wah. And that's the first thing we need him to learn.
all right. Well, all of you, I've already posted a thank you very much post about 60 minutes ago.
Sure
So
did.
thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, you three of you, for joining me.
Oh, see, he's
Look
got hearts.
Bob's making hearts without even doing the heart thing.
I know. I found the control.
There's a setting there's a setting up on the top of your Mac.
Mhm.
It's up there somewhere. Look up there.
I'm looking
Second
up
start to
there.
the right is straight on till morning.
There's a setting though up there in all the Mac settings that allows you to like determine
I thought the reactions and stuff, you needed one of the newer Macs, not the Intel.
you
base.
do, yeah. Well, you don't need the newer Mac, but you need to have the latest like Mac OS Sierra or something,
All
or
right.
High Sierra, whatever they're on.
I'm on Sequoia. I'm on the newest one.
Are you on the newest one, like beta?
It's not beta. It's released.
Okay, because I mean, you can get on the beta right now too.
I don't want to be on the beta. I'm going to be on the.
Well, you said the latest. The latest is a beta for me.
I'm on Sonoma.
Sonoma. What am I on?
I got an M3.
I'm on Sonoma. So yeah. So are you on 14? I'm on 14.4.1.
14.6.1.
So then yeah. So you definitely.
Oh,
it's the
somebody's got to
setting
do
you
some
gotta-
updating.
You
Well, it does
definitely
say I have
the-
an update right now.
You definitely have
yeah.
the ability to do the little heart thing then.
See, but because I'm just incapable.
Incapable.
No, I really did probably turn it off at some point just because I didn't want to, make that mistake.
And Andy won't be
Excellent.
with us for the next two TJLs. Andy, you will be missed.
Aw.
Yep, it's a busy time for
It
Orthodox
is.
Jews.
Because it's
And-
Yom Kippur right now,
Yep.
right?
Yom Kippur was last week, I thought.
Last week.
I had
Right. I'm going to get my phrases wrong. Darn it.
when I was in St. Louis, my buddy.
A couple
used
weeks
to
ago,
miss
we
a
should
lot
have
of work.
wished him Shana Tova.
Thank you, Lashana Tova. Yes.
When I used to work in St. Louis, I had one Orthodox Jewish friend, and he was like straight Orthodox, and he would not come to work a lot. And so one day I was like, "Where are you at?" Because I'd never met a Jewish person before in my life. And he's like, "Oh, just go to isitAJewishHolidayToday.com, and if it
Right.
says yes, I won't be here." And so
Yeah.
I just bookmarked isitAJewishHolidayToday.com.
I worked for a temple. I really enjoyed the holidays.
Again, Andy, this was like 2015, not recently.
Not straight north. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna go before I get in more trouble.
You know, our Jewish audience is growing smaller and smaller, Alex. I wonder why.
I thought Andy said he was the only one in the community.
The demographic is shrinking.
Don't be posting as me, whoever's posting as me. All right. Everybody, thank you so much. And again, final shout out and thank you to my good friends over at Resolution for making these amazing shirts and sponsoring this entire series. Hopefully the three of you had some fun. Hopefully the audience here had some fun. And yeah, let's not do
Do you
this
want
again.
to know what Resolution's up to right now in Europe?
Aren't they in like Germany right now?
They're on tour.
Yeah,
They're
they're
on
on
tour.
tour.
They're on tour. They're doing their Beyond Team 24 Europe tour.
They're following Taylor Swift. You know, it's like the post Eras tour.
Is that what they're doing?
I mean, I would not be surprised.
Exactly. They just go to her concert and then, do whatever in the city they're in. We're like, oh, we're here anyway. Let's go visit people.
But here when they're in the United States, like they went across the whole thing. I should have followed them.
I'm telling you, if they made St. Louis, they're going everywhere. We get nothing here.
Hey, you could get the 4 authors of the.
I know.
Atlassian...
I got to get Tom to get on that. Tom's our community leader here.
You gotta talk to Tom then, because I will pay you to go to St. Louis.
And Ed's been here, so Ed talk to Ed. Talk to Ed before you decide. Let Ed tell you the truth about whether or not coming to St. Louis is worth it.
How far back do we need to go before we consider we haven't been to St. Louis?
Huh?
I don't know.
I haven't been as a community leader. Haven't been as an Atlassian community member. The last time I think I was in St. Louis was 2002.
Sean Doyle drives
robotics
a lot.
Oh, why does Sean drive here?
I remember he was talking that he's always driving through St. Louis and
yeah.
But then remember he said he stayed at that Queens Casino or whatever.
Yes, but I think it was many moons ago. I don't know.
I haven't been to St. Louis since 2019, so
right. All right, we'll wrap up your show here, Alex.
Yep. All right, folks, we're gonna join the after show. So if you want the link, otherwise we're just gonna be hanging out for a little bit after. Bye.
Bye.